Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating and, let's be honest, often unpredictable world of cryptocurrency predictions for the rest of 2025.
Yeah.
You sent over a really compelling mix of recent analyst reports covering everything from like the potential for a big altcoin surge to the enduring phenomenon of meme coins and also the rapidly expanding role of AI in crypto.
Right.
Our mission today is pretty simple. Distill the crucial insights, maybe spot some potential opportunities without getting totally lost in the technical jargon.
Absolutely. And we've got a solid base with the sources you shared. We'll be unpacking forecasts from crypto analyst Miles Deutscher on CoinMarketCap. Arthur Hayes' pretty bullish Bitcoin outlook for April that was reported by the Cryptonomist.
Yeah.
A Coin Central piece looking at top meme coins for 2025. And a really informative explainer from NFT Evening all about AI crypto tokens.
Okay, let's unpack this because there's some really intriguing narratives coming out of these reports. We're going to try and map out when these analysts expect key market moves, which sectors they're kind of tipping for big growth, and yeah, obviously the specific coins generating the most buzz right now.
Right.
And we'll also touch on, the potential impact of regulatory stuff in the broader economy.
Yeah, and what's interesting right off the bat is the timing they're suggesting. Deutscher, for instance, he anticipates a major altcoin rally, but he mostly sees that happening in the second half of 2025.
Okay, later in the year.
Yeah. His thinking seems to be that current macro headwinds have kind of pushed the typical market cycle back a bit, but he also notes the historical trend, stronger performance usually in the first half of the year. So that could maybe set us up for two distinct rally periods.
So almost like we could see an initial burst, maybe, then a more sustained altcoin run later on.
Yeah.
That's a nuanced take. Then you've got Arthur Hayes, who's really pinpointing a Bitcoin boom specifically in April of next year. His reasoning is pretty unique, isn't it?
Right.
Linking it to a potential shift in the Fed's stance after his pardon.
It is, yeah. It introduces a very personal and specific element into his forecast.
Right.
It kind of makes you wonder how much of these predictions are pure data versus like individual interpretations of events.
Yeah, definitely. And if we put Deutscher's more general outlook next to Hayes' specific April call, it paints a picture of, a potentially dynamic market, right? Where maybe Bitcoin's strength in the spring could provide a tailwind for that altcoin rally Deutscher expects later.
That's a possibility, yeah. The momentum could carry over.
Speaking of Bitcoin, let's zoom in on price targets. Deutscher's setting a Bitcoin target of $140,000 for 2025. He calls it a measured stance, which, it does stand out when you hear some other really wild predictions out there. He also thinks Bitcoin's dominance in the market, like its overall market share, has probably peaked for this cycle, around 61.5%. He expects altcoins to start grabbing more market share.
That idea of peak Bitcoin dominance, that's a key indicator historically. Once Bitcoin hits a certain level, investors often start looking for, potentially higher percentage gains in alts. And Deutscher's $140K target, while maybe not the absolute highest, still represents pretty significant growth. It fits with that narrative of increasing institutional adoption, maybe even nation states holding Bitcoin reserves, that kind of thing.
And Hayes' prediction of an April Bitcoin boom, even if it's shorter term, could inject serious momentum into the whole crypto space, couldn't it?
Okay.
Potentially fueling that altcoin season Deutscher sees later.
It could definitely provide the fuel, yeah. A rising tide, as they say.
Now let's talk sectors. Where does Deutscher see the real innovation and excitement? He's really hammering on AI-focused projects, especially those using what he calls autonomous agents as major growth drivers in the second half of 2025.
Right, autonomous agents.
Yeah. He envisions AI fundamentally reshaping DeFi, decentralized finance, and how on-chain trading works. Thinks multiple AI projects could hit or exceed $1 billion market cap. And this is where it gets really interesting because that NFT article you shared really digs into the specifics of these AI crypto tokens.
It does. That piece gives some valuable context on the functionality. They're not just, riding hype. They're using AI to optimize blockchain processes, like using AI algorithms to boost security on exchanges, spotting weird patterns, or making data processing more efficient.
Yeah.
This integration of machine learning, neural networks, it opens up some really novel uses in the decentralized world.
And they gave specific examples too, didn't they? Near protocol, near
CP.
Internet computer, ICP, virtual protocol, virtual,
right.
bit and sort, TAO, Fetch.ai, FET, and Render. Those were the names they highlighted.
Yeah, those are the ones they pointed to as significant players in that AI crypto space.
So it sounds like AI isn't just a side trend, it's becoming kind of core to the crypto landscape.
And what's fascinating is how these AI advances could synergize with other crypto areas. Deutscher thinks AI will transform DeFi, right? And the NFT evening article sort of provides the tech basis for that. Imagine AI tools optimizing your DeFi trades, managing risk better with real-time data, maybe even personalizing your experience in dApps. The whole autonomous agents in DeFi protocols idea is, well, it's pretty compelling.
Moving to DeFi itself, Deutscher believes DeFi utility tokens, the ones with a specific function on platforms like governance or accessing services, tokens like Chainlink, Alias, AAVE, AAVE, Athena, ENA, and Uniswap, UNI. He thinks they could see a significant upswing.
Okay.
Particularly if the regulatory environment gets, shall we say, more favorable under a potential Trump administration. He argues the market hasn't fully priced in the impact on DeFi protocols that actually generate income for users.
That's a really insightful point about regulatory shifts. If DeFi protocols offering real yields and utility find a clearer path, regulation-wise, that could absolutely lead to wider adoption and more investment. These platforms have concrete uses, right? So less uncertainty could be a major catalyst.
Right.
Big time.
And then there are real-world assets, RWAs, stuff like tokenized real estate or commodities on the blockchain. Deutscher sees that becoming a leading narrative by the end of 2025. He points to BlackRock's big push for asset tokenization.
Yeah, BlackRock's involvement is huge.
And maybe supportive government policies as key drivers. Feels like that ongoing convergence of TradFi and crypto just keeps accelerating.
Definitely. And if you connect RWA tokenization to the bigger picture, it could bring a massive influx of new capital and liquidity into crypto markets. It makes accessing assets easier, fractional ownership, potentially streamlining clunky traditional processes. BlackRock's name lends huge legitimacy.
Huge legitimacy. Okay, now for the segment that often grabs a lot of eyeballs. Meme coins. The Coin Central article put a spotlight on Arctic, Pablo Coin, Floki Inu, Notcoin, and Turbo as top meme coins with potential for, massive gains in 2025. And Arctic Pablo Coin, that one has a really unique approach with its presale, doesn't it?
It really does. What's interesting about Arctic Pablo is that very unconventional presale model and the super high APY they're offering for staking during the presale, 66%.
What?
That's remarkable.
66%.
Yeah. And the location-based thing where the price goes up as it moves through these named phases like Glacial Glade, it's definitely a novel marketing gimmick.
Yeah.
The current price they list at Glacial Glade is 0.000087 with a planned launch price of 0.008. That suggests, potentially huge ROI for early birds. But it's worth flagging that such high APYs can sometimes signal inflationary tokenomics. That's a risk.
Right, a potential return over 9,000% if those numbers hold.
Yeah.
It definitely catches the eye. But yeah, the risk factor is key. Then there's Floki Inu, which Coin Central highlights for trying to build utility beyond just being a meme, right? With gaming, DeFi, NFTs.
Building an ecosystem?
Yeah. Notcoin is presented as like a crypto gaming revolution play-to-earn model. Another evolution in the meme space, trying to build community through rewards. And Turbo apparently uses AI in its tokenomics and community stuff.
It's definitely a sign of how the meme coin space is evolving, isn't it? Many projects trying to find more sustainable models by adding actual utility, gaming, DeFi, AI. It's an attempt to create value beyond just, viral hype.
Right.
But like with any meme coin, the volatility and risk are still significant. The NFT evening article touched on that too, regarding the speculative side of some AI coins even.
Absolutely. Potential for massive gains always comes with the potential for massive losses. Now, the Cryptonomist article also mentioned some meme-related projects they think could benefit from Hayes' predicted Bitcoin surge. Meme Index, BTC Bull, and Mind of Pepe.
Okay.
Meme Index is described as a decentralized ecosystem offering different indices based on meme coin volatility. That sounds surprisingly sophisticated for the meme market.
That concept, creating meme coin indices based on volatility profiles, it's quite innovative. It lets investors with different risk appetites engage with meme coins in a more structured way, maybe, instead of just picking coins based on hype.
And BTC Bull.
Yeah.
Its tokenomics are specifically designed to benefit from Bitcoin's price going up. It features Bitcoin airdrops to holders, token burns tied to Bitcoin hitting certain price points. It's a very direct bet on Bitcoin continuing to climb.
Yeah, a direct link.
Then there's Mind of Pepe, combining AI utility with the ubiquitous Pepe meme. It offers AI-powered sentiment analysis of crypto communities to its token holders. That's a really interesting mix of trends.
Mind of Pepe using AI to analyze social sentiment that offers a unique kind of utility in the meme space. Giving actionable insights based on community buzz could give it an edge, potentially.
Potentially. And let's not forget Solaxy. It's presented as a layer 2 scaling solution just for Solana, designed to boost its capacity and make it easier and cheaper to create and trade meme coins on Solana.
Right.
It's almost like building infrastructure specifically for more meme coin activity on Solana.
Solaxy, focusing on Solana scalability specifically to support more meme coins, really highlights the role these community assets play in certain ecosystems. By tackling network congestion, Solaxy could, pave the way for more growth and innovation in Solana meme coins.
Okay, let's pivot to broader market catalysts, things that could really shape crypto in 2025. Deutscher anticipates more crypto ETF approvals next year. He thinks Solana, SOL, and XRP could be next in line, citing strong market demand. Approving those ETFs would mean a pretty significant potential inflow of institutional money into those specific assets, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Further ETF approvals would be a major validation for those cryptos. Makes them way more accessible to traditional investors who like that regulated ETF wrapper. That increased access could seriously boost demand and, potentially the price of SOL and XRP.
He also raises the really intriguing possibility of the U.S. establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve in 2025. Even suggests, kind of quietly, that preliminary work might already be happening.
Wow, okay.
If a major power like the U.S. did that, it could create a domino effect, couldn't it? Maybe lead other nations, big corporations, to consider holding Bitcoin as a strategic asset too.
A U.S. national Bitcoin reserve? That would be a genuinely significant event, a major signal about how governments perceive crypto. It could totally set a precedent for other countries, large companies, to see Bitcoin as a legitimate strategic asset for their balance sheets.
Yeah, game-changing potential there. But it's crucial we remember the nuances, the differing opinions here. Deutscher, like we said, has a more measured Bitcoin target compared to some wilder forecasts. And Hayes' prediction is very specifically tied to a potential future event, his pardon and the Fed response. How much weight should we really give a prediction that hinges on something so personal and, frankly, unpredictable compared to Deutscher's more data-driven approach?
That's a really important question. Hayes' prediction offers a specific, maybe near-term catalyst, but relying on a personal event adds a lot of uncertainty. Deutscher's analysis, while still a prediction, seems more rooted in broader market cycles, historical patterns, maybe offering a slightly more stable, if less dramatic, outlook. It just highlights the different ways analysts work and the varying levels of certainty you get with their forecasts.
And we also absolutely need to keep in mind the inherent risks, particularly with assets as speculative as meme coins. Even AI crypto coins, despite their cool potential, have their own volatilities, technical complexities, like the NFT Evening article hinted at.
Definitely.
So while these reports offer valuable insights, it's essential for you listening to approach them with, healthy skepticism and do your own thorough research.
Absolutely. These reports are snapshots of potential futures based on current analysis. They aren't crystal balls. The crypto market is super dynamic, subject to tons of unforeseen factors. Always consider your own goals, your risk tolerance, and do your homework before making decisions based on these predictions.
Okay, so let's try and bring it all together. Key takeaways for you. We've explored forecasts pointing to a potential altcoin boom, maybe second half of 2025. AI and DeFi sectors showing really strong potential. The meme coin market, still a hotbed of innovation and potential for huge but high-risk gains. The possibility of more ETFs, SOL, XRP maybe, and that really intriguing idea of nations holding Bitcoin reserves adds significant layers of complexity and potential upside.
Right.
And Arthur Hayes' near-term Bitcoin outlook suggests we might see some action in the spring.
Yeah, so for you listening, someone who values getting knowledge quickly, spotting those aha moments without feeling overwhelmed, this deep dive hopefully offers a good overview of the major trends, the specific areas in crypto worth watching in the coming months. That intersection of AI and crypto and some of the novel approaches in these meme coin projects, definitely areas that might warrant a closer look from your side.
Yeah, definitely food for thought. And maybe on that note, Considering this wild mix of rapid AI advancements, the ever-shifting regulatory sands, and the enduring power of community stuff like meme coins, what completely unexpected narratives might pop up by the end of 2025? Stories and trends that aren't even on these analysts' radar today.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It certainly is. Something to ponder. Thanks for diving deep with us.